absolutely joyful to be here with you today. And last week we talked about let it go techniques when you're frustrated. Today we're going to talk about empowerment techniques. So it's kind of like after you've let go some of those negative feelings and you're feeling a little bit better, you might need something to replace and get yourself feeling empowered to accomplish or do whatever it is you want to do. So I like to think of myself as living in a bubble. So there's this little bubble around me, and it's oh so big. Sometimes I let people in, sometimes I don't. This is kind of how I feel today. If I'm not feeling happy and my bubble's really small. If I'm feeling frustrated, it's really small. If I'm feeling like I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm good. I want to just have other people feel this way. My bubble gets a little bit bigger and I'm focusing on others and how I can help and how I can serve. My bubble gets bigger. It's positive. It's energy. It's vibration. It is so amazing to have that mental mindset be different. So I've written a little declaration that I say every morning, and I'm going to encourage you to do the same thing. I wrote a few words that kind of expressed who I am, and then I took those few words and put them into some sentences. So in the morning, I say, I am a being of order, creating high vibration, uplifting and encouraging every person I come in contact with. Now, I created this not long before COVID came around, and I'm like, now I'm not coming in contact with anybody. But there's ways through texting, and there's ways through serving, and there's ways through posting things that I can touch other people and hopefully uplift. But I tend to have my worth and my own positivity is gauged by how I can help and uplift other people. So I took a strength test once, and that'll be a whole subject for another podcast, but a strength test that helped me learn that my top strength was to uplift people and to help them feel they can do it or they can find their best selves. And that was so empowering for me to find out that that's what the test came up with me. And I'm like, that is me. I'm a cheerleader. I want the best for people. You can do it. That's just me. So I was just really impressed as I learned that about myself. And therefore, I created this declaration that helps me feel every morning, set my mindset that this is me. Order, positivity, high vibration, and uplifting other people. So I would like to encourage you to do that. Write a declaration statement. Maybe you print it out and it's somewhere where you can say it every day. I actually have motions I do with it. And I'm like, bring all the good stuff in and get all the bad stuff behind me. And it's just feels good. Just feels good. So that's a great empowerment technique. I've been working on the mirror. So those of you who know me know that I have a tough time with my self-image. And so I'm learning to love myself and looking in the mirror and talking and saying the positives. Concentrate on your face, your eyes. The positives can really help you feel better about yourself if you're talking to yourself in the mirror and talking yourself up. That's what I like to call it, talking yourself up. So help yourself feel better, love yourself, you're worth it. Say positive things that can help you feel better every day. All right, so if I were to take that declaration that I've written, and I'm going to give you another little push in a direction of writing that declaration. If you take that declaration and you not only say it in the morning, I told you how I kind of stretch and do things, but you can say it really loud, or you can whisper it, or you can say it in a funny old voice, or a robot voice, or a macho voice. Give it some difference every day so that it is just helping you have a voice, so that you're saying it and believing it, and it's becoming part of who you are. So I was in a self-development class, and you can tell that's some of what I'm into because it's helping me in my mindset. But when I was in this class, he had us write down some things that were difficult for us, maybe some things negatively that had been said to us in our lives on one side of the paper. And then he had us write the positive opposite of it. So I've been told as a young person by people that should have been kinder to me that I was not coordinated. And so I would write, I am uncoordinated, but in the positive say, I am coordinated and I love to dance or whatever. You know, it kind of came around at a certain time in my life when I was being made fun of for something. And then he had to stand up, and there was hundreds of us in the room, and yell the positives at the top of our lungs. And it sounded awfully silly, but nobody could hear each other because, you know, we were all yelling at the top of our lungs. I am this and I am that, and it was all positive. It's amazing how it felt. But the young man in front of me, in the row in front of me, I just happened to hear what he was saying. And he said, I am lovable and I can find a mate and I can... He was just so open and so bold to be saying things that he needed to hear himself say. So I share this with you, not that you're going to be yelling it out in your home, but that was such an interesting experience to feel the openness and the empowerment that came from talking positively about myself. And I know that that can help you too. There's so many things that pull us down in life and make us not feel good about ourselves. And so we've got to combat that and spend a time. I was about to say a little bit of time. Spend time. You're worth it. And every day, say some words and do some things that will empower you to feel better about yourself and who you are. Thanks for spending time with me today. Hope you have a great one.